this, Dylan? How do you kind of process the emotions of that?
We didn't do enough to win the game, so yeah, obviously pissed off.
Why did they have some success they had on the ground, do you think?
I think we got to go in there and look at ourselves going into this bye week and figure that out.
What was it feeling like when they were just chunking 6-7 yards pretty consistently?
Not a good feeling. I mean, most third downs we were in were third downs that an offense would like. So we got to do better on early downs. We got to figure out a way to stop the run. I mean, they had more rushing yards than we had total yards, so we got to figure that out on our end.
And all that being said, you guys still kind of came up with big moments, and they probably helped you out on some missed field goals. I mean, what was the mindset going into that fourth quarter, still being in a one-possession game?
Right. I think our team does a great job of approaching it as a fourth-quarter game. I don't think we get too caught up in the moment. So I think we in those moments we were able to execute, and it just unfortunately wasn't enough.
Did you get the sense that it was a healthy hurt in the locker room, like the kind of hurt that you guys want? It's raised the expectation that you guys were this mad about a top 10 loss?
I guess so, if you want to put it that way. But no loss feels good. But yeah, I guess we're going into the bye week with a whole new attitude.
What is that attitude?
Fix what we need to fix and get better.
What is that? I mean, do you guys take that players, or I mean, obviously coaches are going to have input, but do you guys add an extra emphasis on that over the course of the next 3 or 4 days as players?
Yeah, I think players-wise we can. I think it starts, in our position rooms, and then obviously permeates throughout the defense. But yeah, attack next week, get better.
Dylan, from a layman's perspective, were they doing anything in the run game that you hadn't seen or you needed to adjust to, or is it just they just out physical?
I wouldn't say out physical. They were doing some schemes that caught us in some compromising positions, but we got our adjustments. We need to do better at implementing those adjustments as players, and just going into next week we need to tweak up what we need to tweak up.
What did Coach say in the locker room, or what words were exchanged between players?
I guess the whole attitude behind just getting better next week. We got to take this one on the chin, and we can't just put our head in the sand and say, oh, well, the season's over. Well, got 7 games, so tighten it up, come back next week, get better at what we need to get better, and roll into the next week.
What have you learned about yourselves through the first 5? What have you learned about yourselves as a team through the first 5 games?
I think we've come together as a team. I think we're able to play a 4-quarter game very effectively. I think that didn't transpire tonight, but I think we're a team that just keeps fighting. So really like that about our guys, but just got some things we need to clean up.
Does it at least instill some confidence? You stayed tight when you're a top 10 team in a really tough environment?
Came in here wanting to win, man.
Does it feel like it got away a little bit, maybe? Like an opportunity was there and you took it quite close?
Yeah, I think we had our opportunities to make plays, and they ended up making more plays than we did. So I think at the end of the day, like I said, we got to go back in the film room, see what we need to fix, and then tight next week.
I mean, obviously, Illinois being ranked 19 and where you guys were coming into this maybe caught some people nationally by surprise, but I've gotten the sense from you over the last few weeks that this really wasn't a surprise for you guys. So why wasn't this start a surprise for this team?
Like I said, I think we just attack every day. I think everybody has the same mindset as far as just they want to be better than they were yesterday. So I think in moments where we need to grow, guys are hard on themselves. It doesn't even start at the coaching. We started by ourselves being hard on ourselves. So I think we know what we have here. I think we just need to, like I said, shine and polish this week and roll into the week after.
What do you have here? What do you feel like? You said you know what you have. What do you feel like that is?
We got a dog. I mean, in my opinion, we got guys that want to fight. You know what I mean? We're not going to roll over. So if you got that, you can go pretty far in football.
Does the bye week come at a good time, you think? On one hand, you got to sit on a loss for a while, but on the other hand, you get to rest up and kind of hit reset?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like I said, a loss never feels good, but I mean, after 5 games, I think a bye week would be nice, but I think we'll be hungry to get out there next week,
Dylan,
the following week. We're good.
You've talked about the 24-hour rule after 4 wins. Does that still apply after tonight's loss, or do you guys need to look at this a little bit more?
I think we'll look at the mistakes we made, look at what we need to change, look at where they attacked us schematically, and I think we'll be able to change off of that. I mean, it'll be a little bit longer as far as just because we don't have an opponent next week to prepare for. But yeah, I think win or lose, you got to take the lump, take the win, and just keep pushing.
This will probably be a rehash level. Obviously, they have talented running back on the line, but what did they do maybe specifically to have such success running the ball?
I think they challenged some of our schemes. They did a good job offensively, and we didn't either adjust quick enough as players, or we didn't do what we needed to do to stop the run. So, I mean, like I said, we need to go into next week, figure it out, and keep rolling.